Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the 105 leFH18B2, the French Tier 5 Premium SPG that most of you know as a leFH, a leaf blower, or a leHEPA. This one is located on the northeast corner of Mannerheim Line, otherwise known as Arctic region, and it's under the command of Appa561 of OLIMP. Game on! 105mm light field howitzer made by Rheinmetall Borsig with a hydro pneumatic recoil device which makes it very effective. It was apparently designed in 1918, but we can't be sure if the Germans are actually just saying it was 1918 and it was actually probably modified a lot nearer the Second World War. It's a 105mm light field howitzer mounted on top of the hull of a Char B1, otherwise known as a Char B2 once the Germans got their hands on it. It's a Butte Panzer. That means it's a prize panzer, a prize tank that they captured in battle and then they're using it for other purposes. Okay, we've got a Juno. Tier 6 game, Tier 5 tanks, rounds out. Direct hit, right on the money. Oh, that was a biggie. That was a penetrating round. 438 of that one alone. Now it's capable of doing 410 alpha, 53mm of pen, and 1.91 meters burst radius. That shell actually hit the turret and it went through. Now I suspect he might have actually got the hatch on that Juno, but unfortunately that chap, he's made a bit of a mistake because he's gone up against the KB1S and yeah, allowed him to get 3 shots in. I think he was hugging the wall and closing his eyes, hoping that the KB1S would ignore him. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. We've also got a lot of action going on up in the north. Don't know if he's seen that on this mini-map yet, but at the moment he's actually focused on these heavy tanks, and he can get damage on these guys. The fire rate of this Arty is 8.92 seconds, and he's got 7.22, so he can do a lot of damage very, very quickly. Damage per minute on this Arty is capable 2,758.9. It's one of the higher DPMs in the game. For an Arty, that is. Okay, he did get some damage on the KB1S, but at the moment he's not having a whole lot of joy because that guy appears to be aware that he's under Arty fire and he's moving about to avoid it. Okay, so we've switched targets. And with good reason, because this AMX ELC decided to pop up and spot our guys and also get shots on them. But he's pulled away. Now, the better targets are these ones over here, or one of them's gone down. In fact, there's another one over there just knocked a tree down, so got more enemy tanks coming in. The Super Chappie looks an easy target at the moment. So does that KD1 who's just suddenly appeared. Let it settle, let it dial in. And then hit this guy hard. Rounds out. Yes, gets it. 135. The Chappie's now one shot, and his angular velocity went to almost to 0, which made him an easy kill for somebody because obviously he was just running away, and they shot a round right up his rear. Okay, you can see we hit the rear of the turret on that KV1 because there's marks on the back of the turret. When we go back to that KV1, you'll see those. Okay, it's a 40 TP. He's stationary, which is very, very, very dangerous thing to do with it. It's a 105. Yeah, he took a hit as well. 121. Can we get the next shot in? Rounds out. Another hit. 172. Now, can you see the KV1's turret? You might be able to make out there is marks on the turret where he got hit. We're focusing on the Super Chappie at the moment. Oh, now what happened there? I'm not sure if he actually touched him or hit the wreck. I think it hit the wreck, actually. It's going for the next shot. Narrowly misses the Super Chappie, who's dicing with danger. He's being actually fired on from a different direction as well. But unfortunately, our shells are just not getting there. Now, we're going to move around to that KV1 again. I'm not sure we can got a shot on him, but look at this. This T-78 with his 90mm gun taking a long-range snipe at our guys. And because he's stationary, and he is now because he's tracked, He burned his repair kit to pull back, and we're going to put a round into the ground. Oh, well, it would have hit him, but he went down to the Panzer T25. Or, what else? Oh, there goes the chappie. He's gone. So I should say it's a Panzer 25. Okay. Rounds out on the Churchill. Lands next to him, but not on him. We've lost sight of him as well. Nope, not getting any joy. He must have moved. Okay, can we hit this Junu? That was the first one we hit. It did take a bit of a pasting afterwards, though. That one was aimed at the rock. Just goes over the top of the rock near the target, but we're not getting much joy out of that. There are other targets around, so yeah, that one hit the rock itself. Now, the places to look at this moment. Ah, there's where we need to go. The Panzer IV F-Spy. Let it settle. That's it. Lovely. Work it. No, a bit further. That's it. Rounds out. Close. Yes, I think he saw the guy move and thought, yeah, I need to pull back. It didn't quite work out as we expected. Now, there's a Giro up there, but we can't tell exactly where he's gone. But we can see the Panzer IV running away. That was close. Okay, so the scores are even at the moment, but we're down on shells. We're running very short. There's the G2. Giro, I should say, not the G2. Confusing it with Junu. So many names that are so much the same. Okay, the enemy's down by 1 now, but they've still got 2 heavy tanks, the Churchill and the Junu. Got no tanks down in the south area to stop them moving up, but I think they're going to want to go defensive. So it might be a better way to actually move so we can get a better angle on those guys. And he's actually going to move because we've got a Porlick tank. Oh, now that Porlick tank has actually spotted the Junu at the gates. The other Arty on our team is also another PP. He's just through the gates. And yeah, he just wiped out the Junu when he tried to get through. So we're going to change the angle. We're going to support the 88 as he goes down the other side. It's not a very fast Arty. It's only 28 kilometers an hour maximum speed. It does actually help if you use the turbo on this vehicle because it really does pick up the speed just a little bit. Hellcat's going with us. The other enemy we've got to watch out for is the Hellcat. And obviously, we don't know if he's got a 90mm gun or not. Okay, there's the Churchill 1, and we can hit him from over here. You can see from this position, you can even hit people over in the pass on the other side. Lovely direct hit. We've still got our RT on that corner. Now, we're using his eyes to tell us where the other guy is, the Churchill. Oh, no, he switched back because they've spotted the Hellcat up on this area, the duck, as I like to call it, because it looks like a duck on the mini-map. And it's the one on the opposite side looks like a cat or a mouse. A bit more like a cat, actually. Okay, he's going back and having a quick look over to see if he can spot that Churchill. I think our RT would spot him before anyone else, because, of course, he's got a 390-meter view range. But over on the other side of the battlefield, the Hellcat suddenly turned up. But he's hiding around the corner. I couldn't see if he actually had the muzzle brake on the end of his barrel. If he does, he's got the 90mm. The Dickermax is making a bit of a rash decision there, and he paid for it by losing some hit points. But from the size of the hit points, oh, he has got the muzzle brake. He has got the muzzle brake, so he is using the 90mm. That slows his reload, but it does increase the damage he does. Rounds out, trying to blind shot him. No. Okay. Oh, he goes down to the Dickomax. Well, that's good news. But the bad news is the enemy is in our cap area. The other Arty on our team did not spot him when he moved up, but we can spot the cap area. And if our teammate can move up just to find out where he is in the cap, we can finish him off. Still 3 versus 3 now. Now, there are some places of that cap area we can't hit. There he is. Now go to work on him. He knows he's been spotted. His sixth sense has gone off. And our Arty needs to be careful. One more shot to kill. Almost loaded. Rounds out. Looks good. It is. As an Arty skill, you can actually tell sometimes when a shell's going to hit the target. It's almost like you have a feel for it. You know. And also, we've got the Panzer and the Dickomax almost went down the channel. Now, he's got the gun depression. He could wipe that guy out without the other guy being able to return fire. But look at that shot. Beautiful shot by Appa. Takes out the Panzer Aslains F2, S5. And now we've got the enemy Arty. And he's just wiped out our enemy Arty. We're going to lose sight of this guy very shortly. No, that's going to miss. So he's going to have to estimate the next shot, because this guy's going to go missing any second. I'm not sure if that's on target. No, it wasn't. So he's going to have to go back to the cap. But there's only one enemy left, and that is the enemy that they're hunting. The enemy Fifi. If that guy's headed for the cap, and I suspect he is, then we'll see him very shortly. Now, he doesn't need to dive straight in. He needs to drive round the back if he can to actually see where the guy is. The Dickomax is probably going to come up the most direct route, and he'll go up underneath the cliff area, or the edge of the cliff there. Now, he's trying to aim at the cap, but the thing is that the enemy's not in the cap at the moment, because we're not getting anything. And I have a feeling, we've been told that he's in the bushes. They indicated that, but I don't think he is. I think he's moved up. The Dickomax is going to spot very soon. And since we've only got 3 of the HE shells left, we need to preserve those and not to waste them on blind shots. Got to be careful with those shells with the Fifi. It fires so quick, you can burn through the shells exceptionally fast. Dickomax hasn't seen him. Now, has the Dickomax been seen himself? He has found him now, and he did move up, and he's near the cap area. Now, let it settle, let it settle. Rounds out. That's a kill. And that wins the game for Appa561. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was the second-class tanker for Appa561 of OLIMP in the 105 leFH18B2. He managed to get a bruise medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 10 in that game, and he got a Confederate as well, for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. His win rate in that game, 5,967, which is Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score and see where he came. Well, he actually got the highest damage in the game, but he didn't get 20%, and that's why he didn't get the high caliber, just the Confederate. Second highest damage actually went to the Giro, who managed 1,956, and he also picked up a tank sniper. And the third highest damage went to the Panzer T. Fundraiser, who managed Lever-Slaves medal, and he managed to get 1,817 hit points. When it came to kills, it was the Panzer T. Fundraiser, who managed 4 kills. 3 kills went to Appa561 and also to the other Fifi on our team. And 2 kills went to the Dickomax, the Hellcat. And on the enemy team, 4 players managed to get 2 kills. The Giro, their Fifi, their KV-1S, and their Hellcat. When it came to base XP, it was the Panzer T. Fundraiser, who managed 1,264, the only player to get over 1,000 base, with the Dickomax getting 869, and he was doing the spotting for us, and 853 went to the to Appa561, who got the final kill that won the game. The 88, by the way, got a cool headed out of that one, and the Giro, well, he got the tank sniper. I think I mentioned that. Anyway, let's have a look at the detail report. we can see 42 shells fired. So he only had 8 left at the end of the game. 12 direct hits, 1 penetrating shot. In fact, that was the first shot he fired that actually hit the top of the turret of the Juno, and he actually went through, I'm pretty sure that went through the cupola actually, and that's why he managed to get it. 18 splash, damage of 1,988, all of it at more than 300 meters. Damage 9 of the enemy, kill 3, and that's where the Confederate is. There's a 6 difference there. 39 defense points when he reset the cap. And he also got a profit on a premium count of 18,474 credits and 6,911 experience points after he got a mission completion of 5,120. So he says a momentary lapse in the recent RNG matrix. Yes, sometimes RNG is not unkind to Arty players, and it's actually quite kind, and the shell goes where it's supposed to go. And it's in games like that you really enjoy yourself because the shells just pile on in on the enemy and you have a lot of fun blasting them away. But Appa certainly did, and moving to the middle up in the top actually really did help a great deal because he not only got that shot on the Panzerwehr F2, who would have been difficult to kill otherwise if he'd actually been in the original position, but because he was far enough away from the enemy, he didn't actually have to try and take on the Fifi as he went into the cap. He could actually do it from a distance. And in fact, the enemy Arty had no idea where he was. He could feel the shells were coming in, but he couldn't do anything about it because he couldn't see where we were. And as a consequence, it made it much easier for Appa to get the shot he needed to win the game because, of course, the Dicamac spotted it for him. And then as soon as he knew where the enemy was, he could put the shell in and do it. And he really did. He let the aim dial in. So he got perfect shot right at the end. I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give the video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.